Okay, we're here at 11357 Gladwin Street here in Los Angeles, 90049. Now we're here to check the main sewer line. We obviously cannot check every pipe in the house. You'll have your general inspector crawl underneath. He's physically going to look at the plumbing. We'll start off by running our camera from a 3-inch clean out here located on the left-hand side of the house in this little crawl space over here. Apparently the sewer line exits the house in 2 locations, so we will also run our camera hopefully from a roof vent for the right-hand side of the house, because we like to check as much of the main line as possible. Remember, obviously we cannot check every pipe in the house, but we've got our camera in from the clean out located here, where apparently somebody had been here before and they were hydrojetting the line. They couldn't get all the way with a jet all the way to the city sewer, which is understandable because this clean out is really not sufficient anyway. Okay, so anyway, we're going to record this now. And remember, this is all based on my opinion, this inspection. We're at the city connection right now in the middle of the street. There's the city sewer there. We're going to bring the camera back. Now you can see we've got a route over here right at the end of the line that apparently the guy couldn't jet out, which is a pretty thick route there. Yeah. You probably, this clean out is really not good enough to jet all the way out there anyway. So coming back over here, and this side of the house, the left-hand side of the house, actually goes through the concrete garage, through the concrete driveway. So bear that in mind. Looking at the 6-inch lateral coming back from here, this all looks a little bit of roots over here. In my opinion, this looks pretty fair condition. Of course, those roots right at the end should be cleaned out. But looking at this pipe, in my opinion, it looks pretty decent. It's nice and clear, the rest of the line over here. I think it just needs a good cleaning. I've located this spot over here. Looks a little bit broken over there. You see that? Absolutely. Slightly broken over here, right by the 4x6 connection, 6.5 feet deep. I put a little green dot over there. Now we're going to come onto the property. Look, we're going to bring the camera back. There's still a 4-inch clay pipe. It's obviously functioning and it's working. Over here, slight little cracks. You know, you're going to find little cracks in the clay pipe wherever you go. But this is also a little cracked over here. I mean, it's functioning, but it definitely is cracked a little bit. I see that as a functioning line. There's no roots or anything getting into it, but apparently the line was hydrojetted. Yeah. So we don't know, if there were roots getting in it or not. I would highly recommend, if you were going to do right over here now, this is where the left-hand side of the house and the right-hand side of the house, underneath the fake grass, I put a little green dot over there. That's where that ties in together right there. Starts coming underneath the concrete driveway now, towards the garage. Slight little crack in the line over here. This is all underneath the concrete driveway, and then right over here, just where it exits the garage, it turns into a cast iron pipe. So we're going to bring the camera back. The cast iron definitely getting old. You can see it's got quite a significant amount of rust buildup in it. This pipe's getting very old, and that's why I highly recommend that if you're going to do a major remodel on this house, is to really replace the whole sewer line all the way up to the sidewalk. Now this is functioning, but it's very old, this pipe. And you should never flush tampons, baby wipes, paper towel. But if you keep this pipe as it is, you do have a clean out over here that you can clean the main line out over here in the event that the pipe remains. However, it's getting very old. It'd probably be a good idea to replace this pipe over here. You can see it's getting old and it's got quite a significant amount of rust buildup in some places. Now, if the general inspector gets under the house and he sees that the lines are leaking, well, then there's a real no-brainer that it should be replaced. So it is functioning, but it's getting very old. We're going to pause the recording. We're going to see if we can run our camera through a roof vent on the right-hand side of the house. Okay, so we're running the camera from a 3-inch roof vent on the right-hand side of the house. These are for the bathrooms on the right-hand side. We've pretty much reached the spot where the two connect out in the front here. So if we pull the camera back, the 4-inch clay pipe right over here, right there, there's the connection between the left-hand side and the right-hand side of the house. Coming back from here, we have the clay pipe. It still appears to be in fair condition. It's obviously functioning. You can see it's really doesn't look too bad. Of course, this would be a good place to install a clean-out to hydrojet the sewer line that's in the street, because it's more of a straight shot. Now, right over here, stop there. It's about 2 feet deep over here. That's where you would want to put a clean-out in. This way you could jet the line with those roots right at the end. And then it comes back to cast-iron pipe, which is coming underneath the house now. Now, you're looking at the inside of the pipe. It's obviously getting a little old, but it doesn't really look too bad, considering it's minimal amount of rust buildup. Doesn't look too bad. It's obviously functioning. Of course, if you were going to do a major remodel, I would definitely recommend it all be replaced with ABS plastic. But if the line is functioning, you should never flush tampons, baby wipes, paper towels. Probably would be a good idea, if you're going to put the clean out outside, to put a 2-way clean out. One to go inside the house so that you could clean the line out in the event that it blocks up underneath the house for the right-hand side, and you can also clean it going out towards the street. So everything's functioning, getting old, and I'll put everything in my report, what I can recommend. We'll go ahead and stop the recording over here.